Alrighty. Hello, my friends. So, today I have decided to start something that I've been sitting on for a while, which is to start making videos about my own fitness journey. A little bit of background. First off, my name is Maggie, and I'm a graduate student living in Hawaii. And fitness-wise, for most of my life, I was overweight. At my heaviest, I was roughly around 250 pounds. And that lasted until my second to last year of undergrad, when I decided to get my shit together for the sake of my health. And yes, to look better and feel better in my body. And I started losing weight by exercising, and I went on the keto diet, which, I know everybody and their brother has opinions on it, but it worked for me. And so over the course of about 2 years, so by the time I finished college and I took a gap year, so yeah, roughly those 2 years, I was on keto and lost a little less than 100 pounds. And then when I moved to Hawaii to start school again, I started to transition out of keto a little bit, still pretty low carb, and got more serious about exercising and started doing genuine weightlifting and strength training. And got down to the 100 pounds lost. And then after I hit my leanest point, that was when sort of the stress of grad school really started to get to me. And as you can guess by the title of this video, I am flat broke. As, being a graduate student, it's not a profitable enterprise. And I wasn't able to see my family for the first year after I moved. They all live on the East Coast, and that's a hell of a plane ticket. So stress started to get to me a little bit, and many other things, So around the end of my first year here in Hawaii, I started to hit kind of a breaking point. And months of April through June just kind of fell off the wagon. I was traveling a lot as part of my research, and finally did get a chance to visit home. So with the travel, it's less control over what food I just had access to, like what was available. So diet took a huge hit. Could have been better, but I was also freaking stressed. So that contributed a lot to my diet's downfall. And not as much access to a gym or any kind of workout space or equipment, which is kind of interesting for me, because I started my weight loss in November 2020, aka pandemic time. So I actually started working out, doing stuff you can do at home. And then moved on to actually going to a gym and using all the equipment and lifting the really heavy stuff. So over those 3 months, I gained back a little over 40 pounds. Still hurts to say that. And so in July was when things finally started to calm down for me and I got back on track. And so at this point, I've barely lost 10 pounds of what I gained. So it's going very slow. But this is just something that I've been wanting to do, is just sort of share, my story and talk about fitness from the perspective of somebody who is broke. Like, truly, there's no way I could afford to pay for a coach or really any fancy meal plan. It's, no. Or even just buying like all the organic, grass-fed food and all that. It's just not an option for me. And I know it's not an option for a lot of people. So I'm sure there are more than a couple of us who get kind of annoyed when all the influencers out there just always talk about all the stuff you need to eat, and it's like, well, you see what it cost. And yeah, like I obviously can't afford to hire a coach to tell me what to do in the gym, so I just gotta figure it out. And yeah, that's what I want to talk about, is like how to figure this stuff out on your own with all the information out there. Because the second you Google how to be in better shape, you get a lot of conflicting information, and of course it starts going straight into your social media stream. And there are 10,000 fitness influencers out there, and they all have different things to say. And yeah, so I am by no means an expert in any of this stuff, but I've definitely binged plenty, so hopefully I know something. But this is not going to be this is not going to be videos to get advice. Maybe if it works out, we'll all figure this out together. That would be the ideal. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do with these, and see how it goes. Obviously these aren't going to be scripted. There may very well be videos where I am just ranting. I will let you know if that's going to be the case, and you can decide beforehand whether or not you actually want to listen to me. So, anything else? Yeah. But yeah, so fitness from the perspective of a broke girl who wants to be a lot leaner, who knows she can be. I know that I'm not at my ideal weight. I know that I could sustain much lower, but I by no means am trying to be a bodybuilder. I have no desire to get down to the teens or single digits in body fat percentage. I don't need a perfect six-pack. I'd like some abs. Give them a little peek. Fitness goal-wise, at the moment, because of the weight that I gained back, I have several articles of clothing that do not fit. So I'd like to fit into those again. I'd like to lose some jiggle. That's pretty much the biggest one for me, is just not have a bunch of jiggle stuff. And definitely at one point would like to be done with the fat loss phase of my fitness journey and be in a place where I feel like I can focus more on genuinely building muscle and strength. That's one other thing, is I've never really bought the BS about women shouldn't gain muscle. I like the muscle. So we're not even gonna touch that can of worms. Yeah. So yeah, currently my last weight when I checked the scale was 188, and goal is to get back to that 100 pounds lost mark of 150. And yeah, it's so far a rough journey, like even rougher than the first time that I lost the weight, which, I'm very often, yes, every day you question if you're doing it right. And I think about changing things. I'm seriously considering going back to keto because I kind of miss it. So I might just. Yeah. Right. So, giving these videos a shot. See how it goes. And I guess I should do this. I'm not really a fan of this part in other YouTube videos where the YouTuber always says you like and subscribe. But I guess that's what you gotta do, so if you enjoy this, subscribe. Comment. Give me ideas for videos, because I definitely want to do some specific topics in some videos. So feel free to give me ideas. And yeah, like I said before, if best case scenario for this is both you and I figure out this stuff together without breaking the friggin' bank. Right? I shall see you all later.